Alright, quick intro to this one, guys. We are here at the launch right now. It is about 7:30. A little bit of delay this morning because we were actively deciding whether or not they were going to fish the club today. 18-mile-an-hour winds, as you can hear. I'm already sorry about the wind noise. It's going to be bad. So we are going to get launched right now. Weigh-ins are at 12:30. They're going to run a short tournament because of the winds. There's a small boat advisory. Running a short tournament today. Stay tuned. No surprise, guys. It's going to be a windy day. Throwing the A-rig to start. Going to do my best to work this bank here. We're in a little bit deeper water, so 15 feet. Just going to count the A-rig down and slow roll it a little bit here. Sorry about the wind noise in advance. This is what we're gonna get, unfortunately. Spot number two, little, I don't know, sub cove. There's a point in front of us. Not really a big point, but a little point. And we've had success here in the past, so we're checking it out again. Still windy, as you can hear, and I am throwing a 3/8 Kitech on a sink or swim tackle finesse or shad head, which is like their swim bait head. Just hopping it along, although it seems like there's a significant weed bed here. You can tell based off what I just picked up there, so I might have to change out to something a little more weedless or something here. It does stay down well in this incredible wind. Well, I got an SD card error about 6 seconds before I caught this giant muskie, so that's unfortunate. I don't really want to cause much of a problem. I'm just gonna get him back as quick as I can. Quick muskie photo and back. So I don't know what happened there, guys. First time that's ever happened to me. I got an SD card error, but it was during that cast, and I was trying to mess around with it, and as I was trying to mess around with it, I guess I gave the Alabama rig an extra little bit of delay or pause or something, and as I was trying to restart my GoPro, that muskie hit, and then I thought it was a big smallie. It was making a weird run, so I was not even concerned about the GoPro at that point. I figured I would just film it after I had the smallie in the boat. And then that muskie leaped about 3 feet out of the water directly behind the boat, and I'm really disappointed I missed it. If I knew it was a muskie from the start, I would have just played it for a second and got my GoPro back on. I have no clue what happened or why that would cause an SD card to error. I've never had that happen before, so there's a first time for everything, they say. This was the first for an SD card error as I hit a, I don't know, 28-inch muskie. Well, welcome back. Throwing a spinnerbait above this weed line here. It's basically died off, but we're just at the south end here. The wind's finally blocked and the rain sort of stopped for a moment here, but just trying to get a reaction bite. We don't have a whole lot going here other than the one muskie we got earlier and a perch my teammate caught a little bit ago here during the rainstorm. We just ran back to the south end hoping to get out of the wind. It had got a little too bad up at the north end, but we still can't seem to get a fish here today. No bass at least. Alright guys, Championship Sunday went championship bad, unfortunately. I think we just misplayed this one, to be honest. We went to a weed bed. We had first boat number because we were last boat on the previous day on Onondaga. So what they do is they flip the boat numbers. And I really think that with first boat number, we may have made a mistake. We immediately took a right out of the causeway and went to fish like this weed bed, which was still pretty healthy, but the fish just weren't there. It turns out they were a little further back, we believe, based on a couple other boats positioning and what they came in with. We didn't even actually stay to weigh in at that point, so I'm not sure who exactly won it, because we had left early, not early per se, but like we got there, unpacked, said goodbye to everybody, and we basically bailed because we had a 3-hour drive. I had about a 3.5-hour drive by the time I got my car and got home. So it's a little bit of a trip, and we were just excited to get home and get warm, to be honest, because it just was super cold on Friday. It was windy and hot late in the day on Saturday, and then it was super windy last night, or this morning, earlier today, I guess I should say. Obviously, you can see I'm already home. Like I said, either way, I think we just didn't play this right. The fish didn't react to a spinnerbait, chatterbait, or an Alabama rig. I was also throwing a 3/8 Kitech on one of Josh's shad heads because it cuts through the water really easily. So on that windy day, it gets down quick and fast, and it just holds up well in the water. You can fish deep and you can fish on the bottom without having to worry about it being dragged across the water because of the wind. So threw that for a while. I threw a drop shot for a little bit. I do have 3/4 ounce tungsten drop shot weight specifically for days like this, and that held it down fine. That was okay. I also threw that Deracoup again by Jackal, that spintail or spinner tail, like I guess you'd almost call it like a vibrating bait or like an underspin sort of. I guess you kind of work it like a lipless crankbait is the way I've been working it, which is just kind of ripping it or yo-yoing it, and that seemed to be working on Onondaga. Tried it here, targeted a few things, and just nothing really panned out. Unfortunately, I had my first SD card error on this GoPro. I've never had that happen before, but it was during the cast that caught that muskie, so I didn't get a nice jump on video or anything, so that was unfortunate, but either way, I got it. I got a photo, so that was okay. It was just something. Just really, all in all, a disappointing day. I think 3 or 4 teams came in with limits, and we weren't one of them, unfortunately. We didn't even get a bass all day. So either way, thank you for sticking with the season. I appreciate it. And if you have any tips or suggestions down below, especially for fall weather fishing, I'm not specifically the best. I'm trying to get better at it, trying to learn as I go. And please leave them down in the comments. I read every comment. I respond to every comment. And otherwise, just roll that music.